Okay, I'm back out at the new spot early this morning. It's June 22nd. I got out here about 30 minutes ago. Been sifting and poking just a little bit here and there and trying to move some limbs and stuff out of the way where these recent storms have knocked it over, but I've got one in the sifter. And around. Hadn't cleaned it off yet. I was shaking the sifter down. The only thing I did was flip it over. It was laying like that. And a big old clunk of dirt still sitting on it. Let's clean it off together. See what we got. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord. Been out here 30 minutes and already got a whole point. I'll have to wash that off. I can see some different colors in there, but I think that's still Tallahassee, but it's got some good looking colors in there. Well, it's hard to tell on this, but thin, super thin. And it's all there. I hadn't finished sifting this. You can see everything's wet from all the rain, but I was just poking and probing. And anytime I heard stuff, I was just digging it out, but not bad. I'll take it. 30 minutes in, got a point. Finish that sift and take a break. Maybe I'll find something else. Okay, I haven't found another artifact yet, but I just wanted to show you how this is a spot where I found several sifting and poking, but just on here on the surface from after the rain. There's a shard there. There's a little flake up there. There's one kind of buried right here. There's another one laying on the surface there. So I brought the sifter over here. I'm going to pick these off the surface first, but I'm going to go ahead and, because this is where I'd found one, the arrowhead, like right in here, that was on a mound of dirt and the rain washed it away. And then I found two points in here that were not Tallahassee. So I'm going to pick these flakes out. Some nice size flakes of Tallahassee. Pull that all out. And then I'm going to dig this little spot right here and sift it. And all this was a mound of dirt from where that tree fell over at one time, and then it just kind of upturned everything. So that's why this stuff is closer to the surface. But anyway, let's see if I can find something. Well, hadn't even finished the first sift and I found something, but it's not what I was looking for. It is a big, giant spider. Not what I was hoping for. Oh, there it went. Look at the size of that joker. It's hard to tell on this, but that is, I don't know, about the size of a 50-cent piece. It was buried down in that dirt. Yeah. Well, hopefully he was guarding something good, or she. We'll find out. Alright. I was digging and sifting right there, but as you can see, it's just nothing but mud and hard to sift. So I just went over towards where this tree is, and let me zoom out a little bit. Jeremy and I both have kind of poked and probed along in here, and he's done more over there, but I just uncovered this little spot right here from the leaves, and you could hear this, and I was digging to get to it, and look what I flipped out. I hadn't even touched it. I was raking the dirt out because the rock, whatever, is still in there, and there's an arrowhead laying there. Lord have mercy on me. And it's chert. I wasn't fake this time, that's chert. Thank you, Lord. That is crazy. You just never know. Literally got tired of digging and messing with mud over there. I hadn't done a whole lot. Move right over. That's sometimes all you have to do in life is change your circumstances. Move around, but thank you, Lord. That is awesome. I'm going to dig out whatever that is real quick. And then I'm going to take a break. Let's see if we can do this together. It sounds like sandstone or something, but the funny thing is, I'm not even going to bother putting my glove back on. It's not the first time that I've gone to dig something out and find, see, I might have just been faked out because there's a root right there. And sometimes those roots make that noise, but it definitely set. No, there's definitely a rock in there. Yep, big old chunk of fired rock with an arrowhead sitting right next to it. Right up in amongst them roots, but anywhere that the stuff is still laying, all these leaves and whatnot, I just kind of rake it back and then was poking. You just feel it gets stuck in the roots, but anyway, well, I'm happy. That is super awesome. Maybe I'll find something else. Alright, it's been an hour since I found that last point right here. And I just kind of went over here and was poking and probing. And I started pulling up some nice flakes and whatnot. And I just sifted one out right here. Haven't cleaned it off yet. But it's pink. Thought it might have just been a flake at first, but it looks like a whole point. Ooh, that thing's got a needle tip on it too. Look at that. Well, that'll clean up nice. I don't know if that would have. It's not barbed or anything, but man, I don't know what they were using that one for, but you could draw blood with that thing. And then got a big chunk of pottery right here. Mosquito biting me on my ear, making me move the camera. It's a nice little curved piece, but man, that looks nice. Well, I guess I deserve another break. Like I said, I just kind of was poking, and then I just started randomly digging where I had probed up some stuff, and I just got this guy out right here, kind of digging around that root. But see if we find any more. Alright, I'm almost back where I started this morning, which was right over here. And I worked my way around. And this log that I've sat on before and poked and found shards, I was poking and finding some more stuff. This is the first shovel full. I hadn't sifted or anything. There's a broken point in here. Just, man, missing the tip. Thin, thin, thin too. Nice. Well, I'm going to put it in my case, and I'm going to keep just kind of digging right here. I had probed it, but instead of digging it by hand, I just did it with the shovel and the sifter, but who knows, maybe we'll find something else. Okay, it's been almost 30 minutes since that last one that I found at this log that I'm just digging next to, which, let me turn this around. So, sifter, there's the log. Let me zoom out. Back over here is where I had found 6 in that one spot in one day. And I found the first one this morning right over here. I was counting the little flakes of debutage and whatnot. And I said if I found 10 more, I needed 6 more or a whole point, I was going to have to take a break. And I guess that means I have to take a break, because that is a point. That's the first I've touched it. Let's see this together. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lord. 2, 3 points today that are not Tallahassee. This site has a higher ratio so far of producing different material points, because most of our stuff is Tallahassee quartzite. That is nice. I will take that. Thank you, Lord. That is awesome. Well, I'm definitely going to take a break and decide whether or not I keep going, because I've already been out here for a while, but that's nice. Well, maybe I'll find another one. We'll see. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I am wore out. I've been out here about 8 hours already. Let me flip this right here where I found that last one. After I did that, I kind of went around just poking in the dirt a little bit, a little poking and probing, and I found the top, but man, I was getting tired. And I was just cleaning this out, didn't see anything in here, and look at that. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness, the Lord has truly blessed me today. This is a beautiful piece of work right there. Look at that. Man, oh man. I can't believe that. I found three in this spot right here today. Two of which have not been Tallahassee. And the other red one that I found last time was right over in that little hole over there. So just, man, straight up lucky. Thank you, Lord. Man, oh man. Well, I don't know if I'm going to find any more or not, but I think I might be done. If that's the case, then I'll catch you guys on the next one. This has been a good one.